Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about solving problems involving quadratic equations, and we are focusing in integers. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So this is already part 2 of our video class. The part 1 of our video is still problem solving involving quadratic equations, but we solve for geometry. So feel free to see the link on the description down below with regards to the part 1 of our video. We actually solved class for the length and width given the area and perimeter of a rectangle. So feel free to see the video class. So let's start with number 1. The square of a positive number decreased by 4 times the number is 32. Find the number. Now since we don't know the number, so we let x be the number. Alright, so let x be the number. So for number 1 class, we just simply convert this mathematical statement into mathematical equation. So let's start with the first sentence. The square of a positive number. So once again, we don't know the number, so we assume or we let x be the number. And the square of a positive number, it means x squared. The square of a positive number, so that would be x squared, or the square of x. So the square of a positive number, this the positive number class is our x. So square, so that would be x squared. Decrease, so the word decrease, it means minus. Minus by 4 times the number, so 4 times. So that would be 4 times the number, so that would be 4x. 4 times the number, so 4 times the number, 4 times x, that would be 4x. Okay, decrease by 4 times the number, and the number is x, so 4 times x, that would be 4x. Is 32. Is, the word is there class, it means equals. In mathematical equation, that would be equals. Is 32. Alright, and you're told to find the number. So to find the number class, simply, this is a quadratic equation. You transform this one into standard form. Do you still remember class, the standard form? That would be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this, the right side of this equals sign should be 0. So we need to transpose this 32 from right to left. Alright, so this is positive, it will be negative. X squared minus 4x. Do not forget about this one class. Once you transfer a number or equation from this equal sign, you always change the sign. This is positive, it will be negative 32 equals 0. Alright, and then after that is we can factor this out. Now if you want to learn more about factoring, I will just put the link in the description down below with regards to factoring. So this is negative 32. So you factor this out. You find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 32, negative 32. When you combine, you will get negative 4. Now once again class, one number should be negative because unlike signs, positive times negative, the answer is negative. Or negative times positive, the answer is negative. Unlike signs, the answer is always negative. So what would be that number? So negative 32. It should be 8 and 4, right? Because if you multiply 8 and 4, you will get 32. But since this is negative, one number should be negative and it will be 8, negative 8. Why is that, sir? Because if you multiply negative 8 times positive 4, that's negative 32. If you combine, okay, because you will need to find two numbers class, that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 32. When you combine, you will get negative 4. So once again, you will get negative 32 and you will get negative 4. And that would be negative 8 and positive 4. Because if you multiply negative 8 multiplied by positive 4, that's negative 32. If you combine negative 8 plus positive 4, if the signs are not the same, okay, you subtract 8 minus 4, that's 4. Then copy the sign of the larger number. That would be 8. So copy negative sign. Negative 4. So the factors, it would be x minus 8 and x plus 4 equals. So the factor of this quadratic equation, that would be x minus 8 and x plus 4 equals 0. Alright, and then you equate this one into 0. this will be x minus 8 equals 0. X plus 4 equals 0. And to get the value of x, you just simply transpose this negative 8 from left to right from this equal sign. Once again, once you transfer an equation, you always change the sign. This is negative 8, it will be positive 8. This is positive 4, it will be negative 4. And if we're answering this problem solving class, you always select the positive answer. Therefore, our answer is 8. X equals 8. That's the answer, class, for number 1. So you can actually check that one if you really satisfy this equation. So let's check. X squared minus 4x equals 32. Let's check that the square of a positive number decreased by 4 times the number is 32. So let's check if it's really 32. So if x is 8, so 8 squared minus 4 times x is 8 equals 32. So 8 squared, class, it means 8 times 8. Do not forget about this one. 8 times 8 squared, it doesn't mean 8 times 2, it means 8 times 8. So 8 times 8, that would be 64. Negative 4 times 8, that's negative 32, equals 32. Let's check if we get the same answer on the left and right. 64 minus 32, class, is it 32? Yep, that's 32. So therefore, 32 is equals to 32. Alright, so therefore, our answer is correct, that x is equals to 8. Alright, now if you have this kind of question, class, given the sum and product of the two numbers, so the thing that you will do, class, you just need to remember how to write the quadratic equations given the sum and product. And this will be the formula, class. That would be x squared minus the sum, right, times x plus the product, and then that's equals to 0. This is very easy, class, for number 2. If you have, once again, if you have this kind of equation or questions, given the sum of two numbers is 15 and their product is 50, so you have sum and product. So if you have sum and product, just always remember this equation, class. X squared minus the sum, okay, quantity the sum, times x plus the product equals 0. And you can get the answer right away, easily. Alright, so given the sum, so we have sum. So the sum of two numbers is 15. So the sum is 15. And their product is 50. So the product is 50. And you are told to find the numbers. So once again, just use this equation and you can answer these numbers. You can find this number. So that would be x squared minus the sum is 15. So minus, you put a bracket, then 15 x plus the product is 50. So 50 equals 0. Alright, and you simplify. This will be x squared. Copy x squared, then negative times 15, that's negative 15, times x, that would be negative 15x. Once again, you multiply, class, negative times 15, that's negative 15, times x, that would be negative 15x, plus positive times 50, that's positive 50. Alright, you simply copy 50, then equals 0. And you have the standard form of quadratic equation. Now, you need to find the roots. You factor this out. Once again, in factoring, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 50. At the same time, when you combine the two numbers, you will get negative 15. So for 50, there would be 10 and 5, right? Alright, so 10 times 5 is 50. If you add 10 plus 5, that is 15, but it's not negative 15. Therefore, it should be negative 10 and negative 5. Because if you multiply negative 10 and negative 5, negative 10 times negative 5, that's positive 50. You get positive 50. If you combine negative 10 plus negative 5, so if the signs are the same, you have both negatives, negative 10 and negative 5. If the signs are the same, simply copy the sign, and then you will add the numbers. 10 plus 5 is 15, negative 15. Therefore, the factors, it should be negative 10 and negative 5. So that would be x minus 10. The other one is x minus 5 equals 0. Alright, and then you equate this one into 0. So equate this one into 0. This will be x minus 10 equals 0. The other one, x minus 5 equals 0. And to get the value of x, you can transpose or transfer this negative 10 from left to right. Right? And this 5 left to right. This is negative. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you always change the sign, class. This will be x equals, this is negative 10, it will be positive 10. This will be x equals, this is negative 5, it will be positive 5. That's it, class. These are your answers. Since our answers are both positive, therefore, we select these two answers. So the two numbers are 10, there would be 10 and 5. So if you add, so let's check. If you get 15, 10 plus 5 is 15. The product is 50. 10 times 5 is 50. That's correct, class. That's the answer for number 2. Easy, right? For number 2. Once again, class, if you have given sum and product, the thing that you need to remember is this equation. X squared minus quantity, the sum times x, plus the product equals 0. And then you can get the answer. Easy, right? For number 2, for the sum and product. Alright, let's try number 3. Now, for number 3, class, the product of two consecutive integers is 72, and you're told to find the integers. So, the product of two consecutive integers is 72. You're told to find the integers. Now, if you have this word consecutive, it means that the number is one after another. So, example, the product of two consecutive integers. Now, since we don't know the integer, so we let x be the first integer. Let x be the first integer. Now, if x is your first integer, what will be the next integer, class? What will be the next equation? Now, check this one, class. If we assume that our x is equals to 5, or any number, class, if you assume that your x is equals to 5, or any number, what will be the next number for 5? Because it says consecutive. The product of two consecutive integers. So, then the word consecutive there, it means one after another. So, consecutive numbers, class, example, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13. So, these are consecutive numbers, one after another. So, if you have x, if your x is 5, what would be the next number, class? Of course, that would be 6, right? The next number for 5, that would be 6, right? Now, how will you get 6? Of course, if x is 5, therefore, to get 6, that would be x plus 1, right? That would be x plus 1, because if x is 5, simply substitute the value of x, 5 plus 1, that would be equals to 6. So, therefore, your next equation, the next number, the equation, it will be x plus 1. Alright, be the second integer. Alright, so I hope you get this one, class. The product of two consecutive integers is 72. You're told to find the integers. Now, since we don't know the integer, so let x be the first integer. Now, if x is 5, the next number for 5, let's assume, class, that x is 5. You can actually use any number, class. It depends on you. If your x is 3, so if your x is equals to 3, you assume that your x is 3. Now, what would be the next number for 3? Of course, that would be 4, right? The next number for 3, that's 4. Now, how will you get 4? Of course, if x is 3, therefore, you will add 1. X plus 1, so 3 plus 1, that would be 4. If x is 3, so 3 plus 1, that's 4. So, therefore, the next integer will be x plus 1. So, this will be our equation, x and x plus 1. Alright, I hope it's clear for you, class, for number 3. So, the product of two consecutive integers is 72. So, therefore, we need to multiply this equation. So, that would be x multiplied by x plus 1. The product of two consecutive integers, so their product is 72, is equals to 72. Alright, and then you simplify. So, x times x, that would be x squared. X times 1, that's positive x. That's positive. You can actually write, if you want to, you can actually write 1x. But understood, class, that there's 1 on x. So, just erase 1. Okay? Or just simply copy x equals 72. Now, once again, we have the equation. We convert this equation into standard form. the standard form class of quadratic equation, that will be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So therefore, we need to transpose this 72 from right to left so that the remaining equation on the right side will be equal to 0. So this will be x squared plus x minus 72 equals 0. So you factor this out, class. You think of two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get negative 72. When you combine, you will get positive 1. So of course, for 72, there will be 9 and 8. 9 and 8, right? Now, since this is negative 72, one number should be negative. And since we have positive 1, therefore, 8 will be negative, class. Why is that, sir? Because if you multiply, let's multiply, class. 9 times negative 8. 9 times negative 8, that's negative 72. If you combine, let's check if you get positive 1. So 9 plus negative 8. If the signs are not the same, we have positive 9, negative 8. Adding integers, if the signs are not the same, okay, if the signs are not the same, you subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. And copy the sign of the larger number. 9 is greater than 8, so we have positive 1. So therefore, 9 and 8 are the factors. So 9 and negative 8, sorry, 9 and negative 8. So this will be x plus 9 and x minus 8 equals 0. So equate this one into 0. This will be x plus 9 equals 0. X minus 8 equals 0. So to get the value of x, you transpose this positive 9 from left to right. And once again, once you transfer an equation from this equal sign, you change the sign, class. This is positive 9. It will be x equals negative 9. It will be negative 9. And this is negative 8. It will be positive 8. X equals transpose or transfer this negative 8 from left to right. It will change the sign. This is negative. It will be positive 8. And since we are dealing with problem solving, we need to select the positive answer. So therefore, our x is equals to 8. X is equals to 8. Alright, so if x is 8, so x will be our first integer. So let me erase this part. You pause the video, class. I will be erasing the part, the top part. So our first integer is x. So if x is equals to 8, the next integer, x plus 1. So substitute the value of x, which is 8. So 8 plus 1, that will be equals to 9. So the two integers, the product of two consecutive integers, that would be 8 and 9. So if you multiply, class, 8 and 9, do we get 72? Yup, 8 times 9, that would be 72. So the product of two consecutive integers is 72. So 8 times 9, that's equals to 72. Alright, so that's the answer. That's correct. 8 and 9 plus are the answers for number 3. Easy, right? For number 3. So let's try number 4. Alright, so number 4. Last number. So the product of the number and 4 less than a number is 45. Find the number. So the product of the number and 4 less than a number is 45. Find the number. Find the numbers. You're told to find the numbers. Alright, so the product of the number and 4 less than a number is 45. Find the numbers. Now, since we don't know the number, we let x to be the first number, class. Let x be the number. Alright, let x be the number. Alright, let x be the number. The product of a number, so the product of a number, so x times, so once again, if you see this word product, there's something to do with multiplication. So their answer is what we call the product. So the product of a number, so the number is x, and 4 less than a number, so we need to multiply the number and 4 less than a number. How will you write this one, class? 4 less than a number. 4 less than a number. Alright, how will you write this one, class, in mathematical equation? 4 less than a number. Now, if you have this given equation, class, 4 less than a number, in algebra, it's actually reverse. Okay, if you have this kind of equation, 4 less than a number, in algebra, it's actually reverse, class. You write this one in reverse. This will be a number. So a number is x. We assume that the number is x. Let x be the number. So a number, copy x, less than, it means minus, so minus 4. Alright, this will be the equation. Because if you have this kind of equation, 4 less than a number, in algebra, in mathematical equation, class, it should be reverse. A number less than minus 4. So another example, class. 5. Alright, 5 more than a number. Alright, 5 more than a number. In mathematical equation, class, it should be reverse. It should be a number. Once again, 5 more than a number. 5 more than a number, it should not be 5 plus x, class. This is wrong. Actually, in algebra, class, it should be reverse. You write this one in reverse. 5 more than a number, it should be a number. So it should be a number. So that would be x. More than, it means plus. More than, that would be plus, then 5. 5 more than a number, it should be a number, x. So once again, a number is x, because we assume that our x be the number. So x more than, it means plus, then 5. A number more than 5. So it should be reversed, class. I hope you understand this one for number 4. So for number 4, 4 less than a number, it should be a number minus, less than, minus 4. A number less than 4. Alright, so our second equation, class, it should be x minus 4. Or the second number, the equation, it should be x minus 4. And this will be 4 less than a number. Okay, 4 less than a number. I hope you get that one, class, that it should be reverse. A number less than 4. 4 less than a number, it should be a number less than 4. 4 less than a number, that would be x minus 4. And their product is 45. So let's solve. So that would be x multiplied by x minus 4. And their product is 45. Alright, so the product of two numbers, so the product of a number, that would be x times 4 less than a number, so x minus 4 is 45. So x times x minus 4, that's equals to 45. Then you distribute, class. So this will be x times x, that would be x squared. X times negative 4, that's negative 4x. Then copy 45. And then you transform this one into standard form. So once again, the standard form, that would be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So therefore, we need to transpose this 45 from right to left. So this will be x squared minus 4x. This is positive. It will be negative 45 equals 0. So, alright, once again, we factor this out. Alright, so you factor this out, you copy negative 45, and you find two numbers, class, that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get negative 45. When you combine the two numbers, you will get negative 4. Actually, you can get the factors of 45, class, but it will take time. For the factors of 45, that's 1 and 45, 5 and 9, right? So, you select, class, in which you can get negative 4. If we select 1 and 45, it's impossible that we can get negative 4. Because if you add 45 plus 1, that's 46. 45 minus 1, that's 44. How about this one, class? If we add 9 plus 5, that's 14. If we subtract 9 minus 5, that's 4. So therefore, we select 5 and 9. So that's how you factor, class. You select two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 45. When you subtract or combine, you will get negative 4. Of course, that would be 5 and 9. Now, since this is negative 45 and we have negative 4, one number should be negative. So it should be negative 9. Why is that, sir? Okay. Why is that, sir? Because if you multiply negative 9 times positive 5, of course, unlike signs, the answer should be negative. Negative times positive is negative. 9 times 5 is 45. So we get negative 45. If we combine negative 9 combined with positive 5, so if the signs are not the same, you subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. copy the sign of the larger number. Copy negative sign. So negative 4. So therefore, our factors will be, okay, so our factors will be x minus 9 and x plus 5 equals 0. And then you get the value of x, you equate this one into 0. So this will be x minus 9 equals 0. X plus 5 equals 0. Alright, and then we transpose this negative 9 from left to right. This is negative, it will be positive. X equals positive 9. And this 5, you transpose, this is positive 5, it will be negative 5. Alright, since we are dealing with problem solving, we select the positive answer. So therefore, our first number is positive 9. Alright, let's substitute. If we get 45 from this given equation, so our x is equals to 9. So this will be 9 from this given equation. And now our second equation, second number, x minus 4. Let's substitute the value of x, which is 9. So 9 minus 4. And the second number, it should be 45. So this will be our answer, class. 9 minus 4, that's 9 minus 4, that's equals to 5. So this will be our answer, class. 9 and 5. So let's multiply. Do we get 45? 9 times 5? Yep, we get 45. So that's it, class. That's how you answer number 4. So easy, right? So if you have some questions with regards to integers, go ahead, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below, because we will be answering that one. So once again, I hope you learned something new today. So if you learned something new today, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates, class, so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Bye-bye.